Welcome to This Place. Each week we ask Northwesterners about the places they call home. This week we hear from Amy Frey in Tulelake, California.
Tulelake is a small, very, very rural agricultural area. Our population is about 1,000 people, and we sit right on the border of Oregon and California. So Tulelake itself is only 2.5 miles from the Oregon border. It's a unique landscape. It's primarily agriculture. We pride ourselves on potatoes, onions, garlic, hay, and cattle. And so the majority of owners and operators are in that realm. And then we also have a massive labor force as well. It is on the northeastern part of California. So technically we are only 3 hours from Nevada. We're 2.5 miles from Oregon. I cross the border every day. I get gas in Oregon, so if I want coffee, I go to Oregon. If I need to pick up some pens because we're out of ink pens, I go to Oregon. Primarily everything we do, we're always in Oregon at some point. We sit at a high elevation. The elevation of the community is 4,500 feet. So we're high desert. We have all climates. There's, massive winters, cool falls, super windy springs, and beautiful summers. So we really have a diverse terrain that is really stunning. Like I always say, if you ever want to see truly a night sky, come to Tulelake because it's just magical. It's a beautiful landscape and there's so much greatness that comes out of it. But unfortunately, on the back end of things, we're just expected to survive and we're expected to have an undue sense of resilience. What's been really heavy on my heart lately is how our community is going to survive. It's a challenging space to be in when you are rural, and there's so many shifts in budgets where the government doesn't care about rural. Why are there 1,000 different definitions in the federal dictionary for rural? Tulelake is rural at 1,000, but so is Anderson, California at 60,000. It's frustrating and it's also invigorating at the same time because you're fighting for something that has to exist to keep the infrastructure and to keep truly rural communities alive, and to try to get our legislators and our government to pay attention to a difference of rural and to not clump all of what rural is together because that's easier for them. So how do we create an opportunity where rural voices and the voices of rural youth and families from all different spectrums of rural can be elevated and policy can change so that a part of the agricultural budget that comes out of the federal standpoint can be allocated? What a change that would make for cities, for school districts, for counties, for families, for youth, for everybody, if people would learn to pay attention to the people who are making the food, who are producing food. Tulelake is one of the major producers of In-N-Out potatoes. So if you love In-N-Out, you love Tulelake, right? Like if you want to go and you love your animal style French fries, next time you eat an animal style French fry, know that potato is grown and harvested by families and owners and operators in Tulelake. The same thing with mint. If you love your Crest or Colgate toothpaste, the minty flavor that you're getting, you think about Tulelake, California, because that's where your mint's coming from. We're ever present in economy, but we're lost in it. We don't have a voice in it, but yet we produce what everybody eats.
That was Amy Frey in Tulelake. This Place is produced by Oregon Humanities and edited by John Richardson. To hear more stories from This Place, visit OregonHumanities.org or follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find podcasts. Thanks for listening.